Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is The Vineyard number 4, wrapping up the series. Written by Brian Hawkins, Sami Kivelä is the artist, Jason Wordie is the colors, Taylor Esposito is the letterer. Alright, so I've kind of been generally down on this series. Third issue showed some life and kind of think more of what I expected of things. Fourth issue, which seems to wrap everything up, unfortunately I think just doesn't stick the landing. Partially because it just... So the story is about this family that runs a vineyard. The father is a nut job who worships Dionysus and is convinced this god it makes their wine fantastic. Totally interesting concept. Up to this point, like, we've generally, it generally feels like it's a real thing. They wind up like literally sacrificing people to their god to make this happen. The father's in a wheelchair. The son is gonna go finish up the latest sacrifices for whatever the latest rounds. The daughter is back to try to kind of like get their mother away, maybe stop things. But the thing is like the daughter's not a believer. The daughter thinks this is all bullshit. Like, has all these problems. Why hasn't the daughter called the cops at this point? Like, why is she screwing around? Like, what loyalty does she have beyond to her mother, which could easily just be played off of as she is a victim as well? Like, to me, this is part of the problem of the vineyard. Like, it literally could have been solved in one damn phone call. Instead, the daughter's there with her fiance, and of course the fiance is going to get killed. We know that's a fact. Like, that's just going to be the way that plays out. And, it basically comes down to is just like, who's going to die, who's going to live, is anyone going to really get any sort of their comeuppance? And the answer is like, no. Again, this could have been solved with a call to the cops. Like, what does the daughter care at this point? Like, if she stops her father, stops her brother, it's all burning down anyways, and her mother's going to be, like, shit out of luck. If she just calls the cops, at least the mother can sit there and say, well, I was in this abusive relationship too, and maybe the son can get out of it. But, like, no. Like, it makes no sense as far as plot. I think the other thing is like, it could have been such a stronger series in that if it wound up being there was no God, and this is all a delusion of the father, and all crap. Like, to me, that would have been such a stronger series and such a more interesting read. Because here it's just like, nope, they're gods, and it's just like what? Yeah. I'm like, it's one of those of like a couple tweaks, and the series could have been amazing. But for me, I can't get over certain things off of it. And it just really comes down to like, why isn't the daughter called the cops? Like, seriously, you ran away from this abusive place. Your father's capping people, or at least you think your father's killing people. Your father's killing people at this point, like, in the story. Just get up and go. Like why? Like, why are you dicking around with this? It makes absolutely no sense. So, rant over. The art is also really interesting. Again, I think it would have been really, really more intriguing if it played off of whether or not this is all kind of a delusion and, like, maybe the father's drugging everyone, which would have been interesting. But, like, it doesn't click. It really just doesn't click for me. So, yeah, it is what it is. Story is what it is. It done. Whatever. You might dig it, but for me, it's horror that falls flat because I feel like it doesn't say anything. Like, there's just nothing to it. It's just a sad ending, and that might have been the point, but like, I feel like it could have been more. Like, really could have been more with just some small tweaks. It is what it is. Clearly not my thing. Not everything has to be my thing. Totally okay. But if this is your thing, you can go get it. It's out in comic shops now. We've got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that to support our site. So thank you for that. And speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with a review copy. And, of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into comics, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, all Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky.
Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.